Good morning. How's everybody doing today? I'm painting today. Painting iron bars. So, that's where we're at. Get them all scraped and ready to be painted. How's everybody doing today? On Friday. Payday. My favorite day. This is the easiest work I've ever done. It's ridiculously easy. Almost embarrassed to ask to be paid to do it. Because it's something I do for fun. Because I'm a busy ass person. So, doing shit like this is something I do just standing around anyway. I have an open thing of paint on my front porch. So when I'm bored at home, I'll just grab a brush and start touching up spots, especially where the kids put their hands on the walls or the light switches. So today we're going to finish this job up. I'm not sure why it didn't get finished yesterday, but they may not have worked here yesterday. I completely took the day off from this job. So I don't really know what they did yesterday, and I don't even care to ask. Because I'm happy to do whatever it is that we're doing, wherever it is that we're working. I like to work no matter what it is or where it is. As long as it's physical and not sitting down. But this is very easy and slow to do. And I highly recommend it. It's like therapy. Painting is. It's like therapy. Then making everything all nice and new again. Fixing shit. So, I don't know if Jennifer's going to join me today, Miss Jennifer Unforgettable, because she messaged me this morning and she was calling me, but I missed her calls because I was joining you guys. But if you do happen to, watch Facebook Lives, or you like to go onto YouTube and watch podcasts and stuff like that, join Jennifer's channel. It's Jennifer Unforgettable, the Unfiltered Corner. If you could join her channel for me and subscribe. Just subscribe and like her content so that she can build her channel up. Appreciate that. Starting off a new channel isn't easy. I started this channel back in like 2023, but I left it idle because I was afraid to fuck with it. Had YouTube issues in the past, so you gotta be real cautious of what you post. And not violate privacy issues and such. It's really important. You get copyright strikes and shit if you're, sharing content that's not yours. So you have to be really careful. And if you have any adult content, it has to have consent. You can't just post people intimate moments without their permission, even if it is YouTube appropriate. So. But yeah, I'm building mine back up little by little. And so I can go around and interview different businesses, which I do from time to time, but I've been slow with that lately with other things I'm doing. But I certainly wouldn't like to do physical labor for the rest of my life. That's for sure. And I do plan to take a little vacation in the summer. Around my birthday, I'm going to take a break, take a little vacation, go to Florida. Which is not what I usually do. Go to Florida in June. It's fucking wild, but, I got a thing I'm going to, so. Appreciate if you guys can subscribe to my channel if you do watch, if you do pop in and check in with me, if you could subscribe from me. It's free. costs you nothing but the minute or two that it takes to click on. Um, you don't have to like it. You can just follow. But anyways, this is what's going on today. Just painting, easy work. It's Friday. After I finish doing all these bars, I'll go over them all again, make sure every spot is touched with paint so they're all definitely clean. Then I'll go around and touch up all the other areas where we've painted throughout the last couple of weeks to make sure that there's no missed spots or mistakes. And I think when we're done doing that, that'll be the end of this job. By then, we'll be moved on. The place around the block we're still working on, the gray and black house. We've got the other house up there in the country that we've been working on. That's going to take a lot of work too. But how are they looking? You see up here, all this? Real simple. It's such a simple job. Such a simple job it is. But yeah, I like to do it. So easy and it pays okay. It's not great, that's for sure, but it's not horrible for Puerto Rico. I guess I can say it like that. Because Puerto Rico pay is quite low. It's like Florida pay. I think the minimum wage is like $9 or $10 or something. I don't know. I know it's low. It's not a great pay. So I do this for $90 a day. And we usually get here by 8:39. We start about 9:30, 10 most days. I'm not sure why it takes these guys forever to get going. They have to stop at every bakery, every food truck, every gas station on the way. I'm not sure why, but we do. It's a Puerto Rican thing. I like to converge at bakeries in the mornings. I like to stop in places and be social with others, so that's what they do. And then, we finish up about 3 or 4, so it's not too bad. And they take breaks throughout the day. A lot of breaks. A lot of break taking in Puerto Rico. It's like a very normal thing to just be taking breaks. It reminds me of when I lived in North Carolina and I worked with these people. They spent the whole shift taking breaks. They all just smoked. I wasn't sure if that's what their job was, smoking. Because that's all they did. But they used to cheer me on, I'll tell you that. I'd be doing their jobs for them, and they'd just cheer me right on. So, yeah. I mean, I'm going to have to get myself a ladder, and I just hate fucking ladders. Because, like, last week I busted ass falling off my ladder. I was on a set of stairs. I had my ladder on stairs, which is a big OSHA no-no. But OSHA doesn't come to Puerto Rico. If they do, they're blind when they get here. So, yeah, I fucked my elbow up. She's in rough shape. Sore. And I can't even put pressure on the fucking thing. I literally can't even put my arm down without feeling pain. So, I think I chipped the bone there. And I'm probably sure I did. Because I'm a maniac. But, yeah, I fell off the fucking ladder. I went to take the last step off, and I forgot that the ladder was on a fucking set of stairs. So my last step was a step down from an actual step, and I missed that. And I landed right on my fucking elbow and really, really wrecked it. But I still stayed and worked out the day, even though it hurt like crazy, because, well, it's not a quitter like that. It's work injured. And I did that day. I was fucked up. And I'm blind, so I have to be putting my glasses on soon. I'm blind up here. I'm on this deck. We're close to Bayamon, so you'll see airplanes flying over this house. Really closely. Really, really closely. The airport's not too far away from here. You can get to the airport in like 10 minutes from here. And I like this area, but it's busy. It's metro. And I would only live in the metro if I had, well, for one, friends in the metro area. And I don't. All my friends are country critters. And if the kids were all out of school, I certainly wouldn't want them to go to school in a metro area in the San Juan district. It's fucking wild. The schools are wild enough up in the country. I can't imagine how they'd be over here in the city. The majority of the kids live in housing projects. They grow up tough. A lot tougher than my kids. I'll tell you that. I mean, my son would be okay, but my Liana would get her ass kicked because of her mouth. She's a lot like her mother. She doesn't know when to shut up. But I do love her dearly. She's a good girl when she wants to be. But she's tough like her mama. And so there's that. And today I got an actual roller. The other day they gave me a short stick roller. And the fucking thing kept rolling off. So the actual roller head would fall off the roller and land somewhere and make a big paint spot. So I had to keep fucking with that. And that was super annoying. So. What you looking for, Christian? Scraper right here, baby. The scraper here. No? What do you need? What are you looking for, honey? I don't know, honey. I don't see. But maybe in the closet in the utility room. Go look in the room. I don't even know what he's looking for. He can't seem to articulate it in English, which sucks because some words in Spanish and English are not really trans. You really can't find the word in English to say what he wants to say sometimes because the languages are different, you know. And Puerto Ricans have a little language of their own. They sure do. I'm not going to lie. They just don't even talk like Mexicans or just completely own little language they got. So the Spanish you learned in school, that goes out the window when you get here. My buddy dumped a bunch of paint on this chair the other day. Miguel, he had an accident out here. He fucking destroyed it. So now we gotta get black paint and repaint these people's chairs because they belong to tenants. So that's that. Yeah, I'm gonna paint these bars and get this looking all brand new again. This house was sold as an investment. The woman that bought it for an investment. And the old lady that be hanging around here all the time overseeing things, she's the auntie for the girl that bought it. So she's over here being busy, making sure we're getting stuff done. And a lot of tenants. There's a lot of apartments in this building. And they're decent apartments, but... What's up, baby? Oh, thank you. He brought me a ladder. What a nice lad. Nice. Get my boy. He brought me a step ladder. That's my boy Christian there for you. Yeah, I do like the guys I work with. They're decent guys. You know, I like hanging out with them. I hang out with them outside of work. You know, I like you. You know, if I'm going to hang out with you, we're not even at the job. It's like my day off and I'm hanging with you. You know, I must like you. But yeah, they're all right guys. And a couple of them that I work with don't speak English at all. They've not been coming lately. So, a lot of people come and go, you know. People don't stay. Good workers are hard to find, and they're even harder to keep. So that's that, you know. We lose a lot of them. I'm all over the place just touching up spots because the majority of these bars were done either yesterday or the day before by probably Miguel. I think he was the one working up here the most. But there's a few missed spots, so I go around and get them. So it looks pretty, and he looks like the greatest worker of all time. Make his job look perfection for him. So, yeah. And I didn't sleep for shit last night. I was, like, going to go to bed for 11, and I didn't go to bed till, like, 1. Because my brain doesn't shut off sometimes. And I was, like, up on the phone talking with friends. So, you know. The time goes quickly when you're having good conversations. And that was happening. We were having a good conversation. So, yeah, I'm very tired today. And yesterday, although I didn't go to this job, I didn't sleep in. I still got up and went off and went and did productive shit. So, I'm all tired it out, you know. Ready to just get a whole day's sleep. Not that I know my body could even shut down for 6 to 8 hours. I don't even know if it could. Because I'm so crazy busy. But it would be nice to just go to bed and not worry about whether or not I'm late for something. Waking up every fucking hour, checking the clock to see if I'm fucking late for something. Because that's how life has been for the last fucking 10 years. That's a lie. It's how it's been for the last 40 years. I will say the sun is fucking bright today. And being up on these porches and painting with white is crazy in the sun. You want to go blind, go paint in the sun with white paint. White paint is the absolute worst. It literally is. You'll go literally blind in the sun when it's pointing at you. Right now it's, not right in my face too bad, but it's still hard to be around. It's pretty bright. And if you want to get a tan, shit, you want a tan, you take a roofing job or a painting job because I guarantee you'll be up in high areas close to the sun, paint them. So you get all the color you want. Get all the color you want when you paint because you'll be in some places. A lot of those roofs are black tar, some of them are. You'll be up on those roofs just cooking. Tanning like crazy, like you're in a tanning bed. Crazy. Yeah, some of these are so rusted, they're starting to rot. But the guys went over them and sanded these ones down and scraped them, so they told me they're ready. I'm going to take their word for it. I do see flaking rust. I would have probably went a little more with the scraping if it was me doing this one personally, but it's what it is. Maybe I'll scrape over it a little more before I touch the top. It's actually pretty rotted out. And I don't like getting rust flakes into the paint. It makes the paint a horrible mess. It really does. It makes it a horrible mess. Getting in between every little crack and making sure you're not missing pieces, and it's tedious. These bars are very tedious. That's why nobody likes to do them. Because it's, a lot of slow move work. But just go along and your progress shows over time. It's just not instant results with this kind of work. So yeah, a lot of the guys don't like to do this. They'll pass it on to me. But like I talked about the other day, they'll begin the project and just determine they're not into it. So they'll just quit. So I'll find it half done. Like this one here, half done. Somebody started it and didn't feel the job, wasn't really into it. So they just went and found something else to do. And that's where I come in and just fill in all those fucking gaps and close everything up and make sure everything's complete. Because, yeah, that's how they get out of it over here. If they don't like what they're doing, they just go do something else. Real easy. I don't like this. I'm going to go do something else. I'm going to find something else. And this crew, these guys stay busy no matter what. So I can't complain about that. If they don't like what they're doing, they might quit out on that job, but they'll find something else to stay productive. So they don't burn and waste work time. They're really good about getting things done. So our projects do meet deadlines, Everything does get done timely. But we have rain that holds us up too. So we know that when we get here, we really can't fuck around. We have to get the work done because we don't know when the next rain comes and how long it'll stay. Because sometimes the rain can stay for days. You don't want to leave. The cloud just sits over Puerto Rico and pisses like nobody's business and just doesn't want to go anywhere else. It just stays right there. It just keeps raining and raining. Yesterday, it was so consistent. It just rained every hour on the hour. I mean, And I was a fool. I did 3 loads of laundry. And if you know, I hang my laundry outside. So, yeah, that was fucking crazy. I ran in and out about 50 fucking times moving them clothes. Should have just left them. I did leave the towels at some point. I got tired of it. So, yeah, we're getting these done. And I like this house, but, you know, it's in the wide open, so you don't get a lot of opportunity for shade here. You get some, but not enough. Not enough. And I did just drip paint on the floor. Yes, I did do that. That's why I always bring an extra shirt to work, so I can, you know, clean up this fucking paint I spill. use my goddamn shirt as a rag. I do that with everything. I eat a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. My fingers are sticky. I'm like a 4-year-old. I'm like this, you know. Can't take me fucking anywhere. Literally like a 4-year-old. So if you got grandkids, we'll get along just fine. Yeah. So yeah. I'm happy it's Friday. I like paydays. I really do. I like paydays. I got bills. I gotta pay my bills. And I'm like living paycheck to paycheck these days. Truly am. I don't have anything left. Spent all my money vacationing with my kids and buying shit for my houses and just fucking broke now. Literally paycheck to paycheck. And I kind of like it. It humbles your ass. But I'll tell you that much right now. When you don't have that opportunity to just run to the bag because you need it, you actually have to go find some work to make it happen. It's bizarre. So un-American. She just get paid. Just because. Yeah. I'm hoping that the boss brings some sort of drinks today. Because I didn't bring my wallet with me. I didn't bring drinks with me. I got up late. Just kind of got dressed and ran out the door with very minimal things. I brought my scraper. That was about it. And my speaker. Brought my scraper and my speaker. And those things aren't going to buy me lunch. Oh, I was thinking. This is such a rush to get out because I'm so late running around. And, of course, my kids are oversleeping as always. They overslept like Monday or Tuesday, I think it was, and they did go to sleep. Because they didn't wake up till very late. And I was already at my job. They called me and let me know they were home. Overslept. And that scares me because they do nothing but fight when they're together. My son and daughter, they do nothing but fight. I know there was a time when the littles were adorable and fun, but now they're just assholes. And I do love my little assholes, but they're horrible to each other. They really are. They're shitty to each other. Cash and Liana do nothing but fight. I don't know where they went wrong with each other because they were so tight, you know. And now they fucking hate each other. And there's days where I'm afraid to even leave them together because I'm afraid they'll probably kill each other. And they're like less than 4 days apart. So they're both Leos. So it's like fucking living in a lion's den sometimes with those kids. Fucking, and Liana can roar like a goddamn lion. I'll tell you that much. Especially in the morning. Something about the women in my family, they wake up so bitchy. It's like a trend with the fucking, my family. My mother always woke up bitchy. My daughters, my sister, everybody always woke up bitchy. The females always woke up bitchy. It's just a thing. It's a thing. But I will say, they're all good, happy people when they're awake. My sister's a really good person. I'm not even sure how I'm related to that thing. My sister's like really, really, really good person, you know? And we're day and night. We're day and night. Yeah, if she wasn't related to me, she'd probably be afraid of me. For good reason. But yeah, my sister Deborah's a sweetheart. She was always a good mom to her kid and a good wife to her husband. She was always a good sibling, a good daughter, you know. She was always, there for everybody and um, just a good person. She never get into drugs. She's very minimal drinking, She's a casual drinker. She doesn't smoke. She lives a very honest type of a life. I think that if she hung around with me for a week, she'd be like, probably afraid that she's a fugitive or something. It's crazy. And my brother's the same. He's a very nice person too. I'm not sure how I'm related to that guy because he's really nice person. Um, but he's really fucking organized in a way that's unnatural. Yeah, OCD like nobody's fucking business. Everything has its place. Everything has to be perfect. The first time I went to my brother's house, I thought it was a show house. I thought it was a model home. It didn't even look like people actually lived there. Everything was set up so perfectly like a model show home would be. And my sister's house is very nice. She's got a lot of nice stuff. So her house is the type of house that I'm not even sure if I'm allowed to sit on her couch. Because, I'm a grubby sort of person, and she's not. So, yeah, there's that. It's crazy. But I don't know if the guys get the underneaths of the bars, but I always do. And I know a lot of people on a lot of these jobs miss the backside of the bars because they can't see them. But I'm going to tell you, you can see them from the street when you're down below. You can see those missiles. You can see all that rust and shit. So I always stay on top of that. I know a lot of people miss the underneath portions. So not this bitch. No. No, I don't miss that part. I do not. Yeah, I'll be happy when I see my boss because I'm thirsty. I might have to go ask one of my fellas to buy me a drink. I didn't bring a wallet. I didn't bring $1. I just didn't even bring my wallet. I just didn't bring it. That was it. It's just not with me. And it's kind of weird because I always feel naked when I don't have my wallet. I feel like I keep reaching for it. It's not there. And I feel like there's a piece of me missing for a moment. Now I realize it's just some stupid thing. But yeah, it's crazy. I have to have 3 things when I leave my house in the morning. 3 definite things. And that's the phone, obviously, in case something happens with my kids. And or my boss needs to talk to me. And my wallet would be one of those fucking things, And my weed. I don't leave the house without weed. And that's for your safety. That's for your safety, general public. That's for you. I do that for you, that smoking weed thing. That's why I don't kill you people. Shit. Yeah, no, I like to smoke, that's for sure. I smoke way more than I need to. And I know that. But, it's the only thing I buy myself. Quite literally. Every other month, I used to buy a new pair of boots or sneakers every month, but now it's like every other month. I try to make them last a little longer, But, and that's just for work purposes, not because I want nice shoes or boots. I just turned the ones I was wearing that were decent into the next work pair. So, but yeah, I don't buy myself shit. So I do buy myself pot. That's like my gift to myself when I get my paycheck, But my kids are at an age now where I had that discussion with them that, I like to smoke pot. And that it's for adults, Mainly because they're teenagers now. And I don't want them to find out the hard way how life is. Some weird looking people moving around the neighborhood. You're on your toes in Puerto Rico. I'm going to tell you that right now. Some suspicious activity that we will not record because I don't want to be interrogated by the police later when their crime is finished. I don't know what the fuck they're doing over there, but they're certainly being sneaky. Because when you're like this, when you're doing shit, you're being sneaky. But whatever it is they're doing, it's their business. I'll watch, though, like a Karen. I'll watch. But yeah, I don't intervene in other people's fucking business, especially in Puerto Rico. The problem with Puerto Rico is they can't just steal you. They gotta kill you. They gotta kill you. It's an island. There's no way to get rid of you. You know what I mean? They gotta kill you. There's no taking you somewhere else. By the time they realize you're messing, they're gonna have all the airports locked down, all the boat yards locked down. It's gonna be a bitch to get you off the island. They'll just kill you here. Just don't fuck with people. You'll die here. You literally will just die here. You fuck with people. Jennifer knows that's true, right, Jennifer? Jennifer Unforgettable? So yeah, if you guys can join Jennifer's page, I'd appreciate that. I'm trying to get her to come to Florida with me to the event that I'm doing, the Les Fest in June. Her hubby don't want her to go. He's afraid she'll come home a lesbian. That's God's will, though. That's God's will. But yeah, I tried showing her last night the amount of people that attend this event. They get over 10,000 people a year. And they've been doing this event for over 20 years, you know. It's not like these people are new to doing this thing. They do it every year. And it's always a huge turnout, thousands and thousands. 10,000 people is a lot of people. So, I mean, if you're looking to build your YouTube channel, it's the place to be. Especially if you have a women's issues channel, you know. It's the place to be. But if Jennifer doesn't come along, you know, it's okay because I can have her make cards with her QR code and her link to her YouTube and pass them out to people. And I can get stickers made with her QR code to, you know, put on my table for people to scan. So, you know, it wouldn't kill her to not come, but it would certainly help her channel because she would gain probably 1,000 followers a day, you know, with the influx of people coming. It goes on a span of 5 days. Yeah, that's what I'm doing, and I had a crazy, just not a great experience with having a guest at my house. It wasn't a great experience, and you know, I get this thing. I don't like people seeing me sleep, you know, especially people that aren't fucking like tight with me like that. I hate being watched sleeping. It always unsettled me. I had a chick that used to watch me sleep. And yeah, I'd wake up and she'd be standing right over me and she'd be like, oh, I'm just watching you sleep. And it just fucking unsettled me. I never liked that, being watched sleep. And you know, I've had fucking brain injury less than a year ago. It's still less than a year. So I talk in my sleep. And the last time I had a guest at my house, they like listened to the things I said in my sleep. And then they were like kind of using those things that I said against me in the morning, which is weird because, you know, you don't have any control of what you're saying when you're sleep talking, especially with a brain injury. I can't even imagine the dumb shit I must say. I probably admit to crimes I've committed in my sleep. Another reason why I like to sleep alone. God damn. So yeah, the experience of her coming was not great. It really was not great. And the first couple of days were okay, but it just got really bad, and for her and me. And I promised myself I wouldn't entertain that again. Like I won't have another woman come to my home. I'm not going to do that. But here I am, talking to this woman that I like, and she's asked to come visit, and I'm like, yeah, come visit me. So I'm really hoping that I don't have some repeat, because like, what's the chances of 2 psychos in a row? Because if I get 2 psychos in a row, then I'm just not built for dating anyone at all. I just need to cease and desist entirely. So my friend wants to come visit me. And I'm really hoping it's not going to be like the last visit of this last person that visited me. Because it was outright crazy. I don't even really want to tell you, people, how crazy it was. But it was crazy. And I actually fear going back into that situation. You know? Somebody having so much control in my home and me not really being able to, I don't know. But anyways, how's it looking? Is it looking good? Hi, Justine. I love you, my honey. My daughter, Justine, is on. So if anybody's watching at all, say hi to my Justine. Getting nice. Getting them nice. I'm painting full. Painting full today. And we thought we were locked out when we got here. We couldn't get the gate open. It was the funniest fucking thing. My buddy's crawling over the wall. It's like a wall with spikes for pigeons and shit. So he's like going all crazy trying to get into this place. And guess what? The fucking gate was unlocked. They had painted the latch shut. Well, the guys painted the latch shut. Like, what's the fucking chances of that? Staying out there for like 20 minutes trying to get in and it's just paint holding it shut. It was funny. Like, what the fuck? But yeah, here we are, making sure I get every little corner in there. See all those little tiny spots? Making sure I get every little spot. You know, every little spot. Every little spot sealed up. Get to every little corner. And these things are a pain to get behind, you know. You have to get your brush in behind them in all directions. So they're kind of a pain in the ass. But they need to be done because they look shitty if they're not painted correctly. I'll show you an example. You see this one here? You see when you look up at them? You gotta fill them right in. Need painting done at your house? Need a painter? I know somebody. I know a girl. I do hate painting though. I will say that. I always promised myself when I was a kid I wouldn't paint as an adult, but I paint. Why, I don't know, but I do. I guess it was the only job available. That's probably the reason. I didn't want to look for jobs. After the municipality thing, I didn't want to look for jobs. I didn't attempt to look for jobs. I didn't apply for jobs. I didn't ask about jobs. I just sat around, did nothing. I sat around, smoked pot for 2 solid months. And just working out in the morning and riding around, going to lunch and errands, eating food. I did fucking nothing for 2 months. And then my buddy came and offered me a job, and I said, okay. And the buddy that offered me the job is no longer here. He only worked like a week or so with me, and that was it. 2 weeks, I think. And I ain't seen him back again. I see him around town, but I don't see him on the job. But, yeah, I'm going to have my friend come visit me, and hopefully this visit's a lot better than the last one. And the crazy thing is that I was talking to this girl, and I really liked her, and then this other woman started talking to me, and kind of, like, convinced me to, like, blow her off. She was like, oh, you know, get rid of her, she'll fuck up the vibe, don't bring her, don't invite her, don't hang out with her, don't be with her. And then she got a ticket to come here, so I committed to her, and I stopped talking to this woman, Jane, to entertain the other lady. And because I didn't want to be talking to multiple people at once, I found it to be disrespectful. So I blew this lady off entirely. I totally ghosted her. And then that thing with this girl, which I'm not going to talk about, but it was bad. And she left. She left upset. I left her upset. I didn't care for her to be my girlfriend ever. She's not somebody that's going to be in my life like that. So all I could think about was this lady with this other woman the whole time. And so, as soon as the other girl left, she starts messaging me. And I felt really guilty that I had blown her off and ghosted her, but I was happy that she gave me another chance. You know, so I'm happy she's coming to visit me. I really like her. She's a sweetheart. She's a very sweet girl. And I think a little less crazy. But yeah, that's what I'm doing all day. Painting these iron bars. And I don't know. I'm going to work tomorrow. I'm excited because I'm bringing my bestie Pito to work with me tomorrow. He's gonna work Saturdays. My boss said he can come in on Saturdays. He's a really good painter, so I'll take him with us tomorrow. Just wanted to stop in and say good morning to everybody. And let you guys know what I'm doing for the day. This is the Naranito area. We're close to Bayamon. I was hoping a plane would fly by while I was talking with you guys so I could show you how close they are. Usually it's like the FedEx ones or like the, UPS ones that come over like cargo flights over the section. More so than passenger flights, but you do see passenger flights every now and then. And they're so close, you can like fucking wave. You see the fucking people in the windows. It's crazy. They're so close. And last year when I was working in Bayamon up on high rises, the planes were literally scraping the top of our heads. I couldn't believe how close the fucking planes were. As soon as a plane came over the building and I was on the roof, I would fucking lay down. I would lay right the fuck down on the ground because the wind was fucking crazy. It would blow your shirt off. And they were super fucking close. I know they weren't right over our head, like, as close as it seemed, but it really fucking was close. The fuck. And they're the size of the building that you're standing on. The planes, when they're over your head like that, they're fucking enormous. It's crazy. It's not like when you're boarding it. It's so different when it's moving in the sky. And you're like right next to it. It's like, what the fuck? It's so crazy. But yeah, I was hoping I'd catch a plane. A lot of butterflies. Those big, pretty yellow ones. But no planes. No planes. But and maybe I'll jump on later and say hi. But I'm going to get back to work and bang this out. Hopefully we can get a short day if we finish. The problem is that, like, my buddy Christian, he's relentless. He does not like to stop. He just, once you wind him up, he just goes and goes and goes. He'll just continue working. Everybody will be ready to leave, and he'll just keep working. He's like one of those dolls. You pull the string, and it's back. And it's like, fucking ever. Till the string recoils itself back inside the doll. That's what it's like with him. You pull his fucking string and he just goes like a fucking madman. So, all the mailmen are out delivering the mail. I wish the mailman would drop some check in my mailbox. Some fucking money that someone owes me, I don't remember. Or some company that thinks they owe me for something. Some utility bill I overpaid. That would be so nice. Yeah, one can dream. But yeah, I want to get back to work and do this fucking job. Guess I don't love painting, but I love painting, so. And put my fingers in the wet paint. I wore gloves today because I got paint from days ago. I can't get off my body. Another reason why I need a shower partner. Have a good day, everyone. Love you guys.